Start over, Larry.
John, you just talked about the decision to go small and got out of exactly what you were looking for.
Yeah, we've been working on it, and Mike went small. Let me just say this. You know, Florida is an NCAA tournament team. They won at LSU. They've had 3 losses. You're like, how did this happen? You have to watch the tape. Mike's done a great job. I looked at their roster, their starters, and they start 3 freshmen. So you're talking about a young team that he's done a fabulous job with, but they're an NCAA tournament team. And I told our guys from here on in, that's all you're playing. Every team is an NCAA tournament team, and you can't have lapses like we had in the first half. You have a turnover, give up a basket, another turnover, and all of a sudden that's like an 8-point swing. You just can't have one guy or a team do that. And so, but I'll tell you this, the way we finished the game, the will to win, the play for our team, the last 4 minutes of the game, you know, Tyler made some unbelievable plays. We made some shots, and again, we're a good free throw shooting team.
Questions, folks? Okay, Curtis.
You mentioned Tyler. What did you like that he was attacking the basket? Is that something you were trying to get him to do?
Well, he wasn't guarding in the first half. So, and he wasn't guarding because he was going under screens, like it's easier. And it's stuff that we don't teach. Like, why would you do this? And again, these guys, it's normal stuff. There's slippage, and they revert back to high school stuff. But I thought in the second half, you know, he did it. And look, we took 7 threes. That we could shoot more, but this was a game we said, let's just keep attacking the basket, which put us on the line a ton. You know, we guarded their threes, but they missed some open shots. But I was happy with how we played.
Go to Daryl.
John, every year in December, you always say it's December, I don't want my team looking like March. It's March. How do you feel about where you are now?
We got to get some 40-minute, 35-minute games, and we haven't had them in the last couple weeks. Now, maybe it's because Reed is out. You know, I know, you guys know Reed Travis is on our team? You guys do know that, right? But, you know, if now, you know, you stick him in there and maybe that lapse doesn't happen. So hopefully in the tournament stuff, he'll be ready. The kids are, their families are in. We considered telling them we were going to let them go home for 2 days, today, tomorrow, Monday, and come back on Tuesday, like we do at Christmas. And you all know when I do that, my teams go and smash people after that because they're fresh, they're alive, Problem is, Reed didn't want to do it, PJ didn't want to do it, Tyler didn't want to do it. They didn't want to go back. They're like, look, just give us off, but if we want to do an individual work with the coaches, we'll do it. So their families are in town. I told them, stay at the hotels with the families. And they're having meals with their families. And this is, again, a young team that it's been long. I mean, it's been a fast season, but it's a long season. And I need their energy. I need them to be fresh mentally and physically, not tired. We try not to overwhelm them with video. We try not to overwhelm them with long practices, but we got to have energy.
Go to John on the right.
Guy who's never been shy about not liking the SEC tournament, but just possibly playing Tennessee on Saturday instead of Sunday.
No, that's not what just happened. You have no idea what I thank these guys for. The most important thing that happened. Instead of playing at 9, we're playing at 6:30. I'm not the guy anymore that's like at 9 and 10 at night I'm dancing and moving. That time I'm a little tired. So I'm very happy that we're playing at 6. I can do this at 6 o'clock. 9 is a questionable time for me.
Stay on the right with Kyle.
Cal, this is senior day, obviously, but when you have a guy like maybe like PJ, I know the decisions aren't made.
You got a couple here that this may be their last game. I kind of mentioned it prior to the
I was
game.
gonna say, do you tell all those guys, hey, soak this in, look around?
I did, but I didn't say that, but prior to the game, I said, guys, this is our last game in this building this year. And then I kind of let them know, looked around, like our last game in this building. And I think they understood that, whether it's PJ and, you know, we had a bunch of guys in there that are going to have opportunities to do what they choose to do. And that will be the end of it. I was happy for Johnny. You know, happy for his father. His father's missing the state championship game, not championship, but state playoff, that he's coaching on his phone. He's like coaching back. I said, what are you doing? He said, I couldn't miss this. So to see his son out there, and like I said, Joey, I coached at Pitt. I was an assistant there at the time when Joey was playing for Pitt, a heck of a player in his own right.
Back on with Larry.
John, since you mentioned Reed, are you worried about him, or is he out where you thought he would be at this time still? Or you
I've
think he's gonna be back?
absolutely stayed out of it. I really haven't even talked to the doctors because these kids know their bodies. And I don't want him or anyone to think that I'm pushing him to play if it's not right. So I'm just saying, how you feel? I'm getting better, great. So I've said that maybe twice. How you feeling? Better, good. And then I walk away. I mean, here's what's good. It's not an ACL. He sprained his knee. He is going to be fine. Would I like to have him on my team right now? Yeah, but not at any expense of his. No, we'll do fine. If he plays, I'll be doing backflips. If he doesn't play, we'll just figure it out. I've done backflips before. Been on a trampoline maybe, but
On the right with John.
John, you just finished up your 10th regular season here at what you profess is your dream job. So first of all, congratulations. We should all be that lucky. But now as you turn your mind to the postseason, with everything that's at stake, a possible #1 seed, getting Reed back on the court, is your attitude about the SEC tournament any different this year than
no, because they say tournaments really don't matter. So if we lose in the first round, we still should be whatever seed we were. Because there's some teams that are going to do that. Why can't we do that? Well, you're not them. That's why. Well, what is that about? So whatever our seed is now, basically they say that should be your seed. The tournaments aren't that big a deal. They matter when they matter.
after the Arkansas game, you said that the team kind of takes your lead. So are you at all concerned that maybe they're not going to be as enthusiastic?
No, I'm fine. Listen, for some reason, I'm working out every day. I eat right until 5 o'clock. Then I'm done. That's it. Then you think I'm going to the electric chair, okay? But up until 5, I'm good. So I feel good. You know, I'm in my frame of mind is good, and they'll go where I take them. My teams are always young. They will go where I take them. There are times I'm getting a little bit tough on some guys. I got on EJ, the last play. Come on now. And then you miss that, fumble the ball, and then give up a dunk? No. If this is a real game and it's a 3-point game, we lose because of that? I can't accept that. You got to hold them accountable. Yet, how did he play today? Played good. Played good. How about Emmanuel Quickly? Woo, he's not even the same player now. And so it's nice. And then what I told him prior to the game, you don't play up to the team you're playing. You're going to play to your training and the process. Just understand what we teach every single day, and you move to that versus trying to move to where they are, the opponent. We're just going to stay with that. So no, they'll be fine. But again, this thing is when it's one game, and none of us know.
Go Keith and Daryl.
I would say there'll be 4 brackets, and we'll be in the by far the toughest. You all know that. And it'll be, they're right, they'll call it Murder's Row. We're used to it. Is there anybody undefeated in this? Because that's who we play probably first game. No, it was the second game we played, the 1 year.
Coach, go Keith.
Other than that last play with EJ, when you played with him before overall,
First half, he missed 5 1-footers. I told him, I said, do you understand you could add 25 points today? He missed 5 1-footers. And I said, you understand it demoralizes us because we're getting you the ball where you can make baskets, and he just missed a bunch. In the second half, he made them all. Made shots, made free throws, rebounded balls, played good defense. We need 40 minutes of that now.
And with Daryl.
John, this notion that guys don't want to go home right now, is that a reflection back all the way to the Bahamas when they were coming out at midnight to practice?
This
What
is
does
a
that say?
different kind of group.
What's that say about their collective personality?
Yeah, this is a group, because of their mentalities, they picked the right school, which is, you know, we live here, we train here, and we go to class over here. And it's all, and I like to go in the gym at 11 o'clock. Well, you can't, there's volleyball in there. What? No, you can go in at 2 in the morning if you want, and you can take managers and go rebound for you. So these guys are gym rats. They love being in the gym. They're curious. They want to get better. And really, that attitude has dragged a couple players that normally wouldn't be that way to be that way. And now all of a sudden their skill set is going like that. And I say this, you know, how many teams in the country, as we speak, are improving right now? And I said, let's be one of those. There's not many. They could be holding on and let's finish this out, limping home, play one game good, play one game bad. Let's just try to just keep getting better for each weekend.
All right, thanks, folks. We'll have Coach White out in just a minute.